Please be advised of the disclaimers. Hey, welcome back to my channel everyone. This is Sai with Pinnacle Trading here. Today we're going to take a look at American Airlines and the airlines in general, but I'm going to focus on AAL specific on this swing trade. So we're going to take a look at why it's going to be another nice setup, and I'll go over it step by step. I'll keep it simple as possible and go a little bit in depth on the price levels. And again, if you're new to the channel, we do trading, investing, anything with the stock market, money management, etc. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button after you watch the video. So let's jump into it. So AAL, or American Airlines stock, has a nice movement this week. I've seen a lot of buying, a lot of option calls, volume coming in this week. So if we pull up the 5-day, 5-minute, we can see the spikes over here. This was from last week, and we're seeing the dip buys. They're getting bought up pretty fast. So that tells me that something's about to go down on this one. Actually about to go up on this one. So we're also seeing option volume come in as well. So let's look at a quick recap on this one. So I pulled up the 1-year chart on this one. We can see that it had a significant drop from all the way about 30s all the way down to about low 8s on this one. So due to the coronavirus, we have decrease in travel, decrease in airlines, taxis, trains, etc. Travel in general. Basically, one of the biggest is going to be the airline industry, and that took a pretty big hit. So what happened on this one, when it came down all the way down to about 8s, we did swing this in the chat room, and if you did miss this one, I think there's another opportunity coming up, and I'll show you why. So we swung this one from about 9 to 10 all the way up to about 21 on this one, exited right at the top. We scaled out a little bit on this and dropped again a little bit, and then came up all the way, and we took profits in the end around 21, 22. But I see another move coming up on this one, and I say that because I see a lot of volume coming in on this and also in the options. So you can see that if you go to the trade tab and you go to the options, I look at the option chain on this one itself. You can take a look at the open interest volume, how many calls there are, etc. That's how I see it on Thinkorswim. That's the platform I'm using for this one. And if we zoom in a little bit, let's take a look at 180-day chart. So these are the main key price points I'm looking at. So it had earnings recently, went up a little bit, had pretty good guidance for the future. They're not going out of business as of yet. Hopefully not. But what we see on this one is, it had pretty big resistance around that 12 region. So when we see this 9 EMA curl up, when we go back over here and we see that 9 EMA curl up, it made a nice quick jump up and then came down a little bit. And then usually on the pullback, that's where we look to buy in again as it holds the support and makes a big run up all the way up over here. So since markets recover pretty much to pre-correction levels, we saw markets take another hit again and came back up again. So they're higher right now than they were last month or last 2 months. So I'm looking for AAL to make the same move. So I see the 9 EMA curl up, and we have resistance right here at the 12 area. So that's what I said in the chat room as well. I alerted this in the swing trade. We took this one last week. My entry was 11.2, and then it went all the way up to about 12.4. So about $1.20 move on that one in just a day. Actually, the same day, and I took profits on that one. I thought it would take a little bit longer, and right now, if you have the course, you have access to the VIP section. This is where I alerted it earlier this week, and I re-entered it about 11.38, added when it went up a little bit, and then on the pullback again. So my average is about 11.3 or so. 11.35. So I'm looking for that 12 breakout and the 12.5 breakout. So it really tried to break over that level today. If you see that, it hit 12, got rejected, came off, and market sold off a little bit at the close because a lot of big earnings are coming up this week. So I don't blame people for taking profit. So we see that big resistance at that 12 region, but I marked it out on this one. If you zoom in, these are the key price points I'm looking at on this one. So the first one, I marked them in the blue. So the first one's going to be at 12.5, obviously that 12 resistance, and then the 12.5, and then 13, and then the 14 area. So if we zoom in a little bit on this one, let's zoom in on this section. We see that 12 region right here. Look at all these candles right now. It just can't get over that level. So my average is about 11.35. So I'm in the profit right now. If you took that alert, even anywhere below 12, if you got entry on that one, you're going to be in profit right now. So I alerted that a little bit early. VIP section get all the early entries on this one. I called them out early for them because they're part of the course team. So when we got this entry below 12 added on the way up on this one, I saw a nice movement all week. So when we notice this 12 region right here, the resistance, it just can't get over. So that's why I'm looking for 12 breakout and then hold of the 12. And once we get to 12.5 and we break over that region, that's where we're going to see that big breakout. If we don't get that and we get a rejection off to 12.5 and it comes back down to 12, then I'm going to lock in profits on that one and call it a day and maybe look for another entry later on. So that's how we like to swing trade in the chat room. Use proper risk management. Don't fight anything. Don't chase anything. Just let the trade come to you, present it to you, and it'll present itself, and that's where we take the trade. So after that, if it breaks over that 12 and we get to that 12.5 region and we break over that, then I'm looking for 13 and then every dollar so on, 13, 14, about 13.75, so the 200 SMA resistance right here. So let's clear all these drawings and then let's take a look at the Fibonacci to look at the specific key price points. So when we're looking at this one, we see next resistance all the way at 13.7. So when I said that next resistance is going to be 12, 12.5, 13, and then 14, we see the next resistance all the way up over 13.72. So that makes sense because the ones that I marked out, I looked at those before I even looked at the Fibonacci. So my analysis on this is pretty accurate. So because I'm looking at close levels, but once we see the breakout, the next big resistance is going to be way past 13, and obviously at that 13.72, close to that 14 region. And if we can clear that region, then we're going to look for 17, this 19.85, and so on. But in the short term, with the next few months, I'm looking for travel to sort of resume closer to the end of the year, early into next year. And if we can really get a nice swing on this one, we can head all the way up to 20 level again, maybe at 21, 22, get back up to that 30, but that's going to be a long shot from now. That's going to be about 200 to 300% return if it gets all the way up to 30. But short term, I'm looking for 11.35 average right now is my entry. I'm looking for about that 13 to 14 within the next few months or so. So if this video helped you out, make sure to join the chat room. It's free to join. Link is in the description. Or if you head over to pinnacletrading.us, you can join the chat room right over here. Stay up to date with the alerts. VIP section is for the course members, and what the course offers is, if you head over to the course tab, offers everything that you need for the stock market education. If you're a beginner trader or if you're an advanced trader or just looking to invest and get into the market, this course is going to be for you. So check out the course tab, see if you like it, and make sure to grab it. And if you message me in the chat room, join the chat room and message me, I'll give you $100 off, which is going to be the 25% off the course. So this is how the chat room looks, the VIP section. We'll have advanced option trades, VIP section for the course members, but the remaining of the chat room is completely free. We have swing trade ideas, long-term investing alerts, we have day trade, we have general chat room for everything, etc. So if this video helped you out and you want to follow along with the AAL trade, make sure to hit that subscribe button, join the chat room. Also, if you like the video, make sure to click that like button, and I'll see you in the chat room and in my next video. Take care.